Hi guys, Shattered Civ is here at the helm. How's everyone doing? Let me just see if the title name is correct here. The last time I did this for Wild Bastards, it did not stick. There's a couple certain things I need to do. It looks good to me. Yep. No, I'm not flying drunk. I might actually have a drink, but I think it's going to be coffee for now. I don't feel like having drinks. I had way too much the other day. Alright guys, I got my panel back. I had to go through all the default settings. I have no idea what the hell it was even. I have no idea. But it does work. I'm going to try, I think, a career event here. You know what I really need to do is fly like a warthog down like the Grand Canyon or something. I haven't even done anything like that. It's kind of a shame. Ah, that's hilarious. No, you wouldn't give me anything if you saw what happened. I ended up crashing into a tree. I was like, fucking no, not again. So I totally dumped it. Because I'm trashing my reputation. It really kind of sucks. All right, where are we going? That's a far flight, I think, if I remember correctly. That's a 2-hour flight. That's literally right over my town and right across Lake Erie. Sounds fun. Sounds long. Sounds like a 2-hour drive. Let's give it a try. Once we're up in the air, we're fine. Now it looks like there might be quite a bit of cloud cover here. Wind's not too bad. Visibility is 20 kilometers outside of the clouds. Yeah, what's that? Ohio? I think that's Ohio. It's really close. Right there, you can get kind of a mix between Ohio and Michigan. They kind of, as you come around the the lip there. All right, 355 kilometers doesn't sound very far if we can get ourselves up off the ground. I'm going to try to taxi there again. You know, it's weird. What did I do? I ended up putting down the flaps. And it just didn't seem to like want to work for me. I got a little bit of caught some wind and woo. Oh yeah, a little foggy. It's a long flight though. I'm sure it will clear up. Engine cover, static port cover, Pitot gauge cover, and the chocks. All right, I'm not gonna fuck around with that. I tried to do that before, and I had it on full throttle, and then I let go of the brakes. That didn't turn out well either. Didn't turn out well at all. Man, I should have eaten. I had some refried beans, but man, that does not sticking with me for too long. I'll make the cabin smell really good.
Our sensitive cargo containers are built to handle slight turbulence, but maintain a constant flight speed and adapt to changing conditions. A prompt and safe delivery is key for the success of our business. All relevant information is in your flight packet, which is uploaded on your
All right, let's go.
Charlie Yankee Victor Victor traffic. Cessna Charlie Foxtrot Bravo Bravo Quebec.
Yeah, it's very foggy.
05. Charlie Yankee Victor Victor.
Where's the parking brake? Here it is. Takes a little bit sometimes to get the vehicle kind of moving on the tarmac. I don't like to throttle it up too much because it's easy to just tip the vehicle, and then you've got to. It's kind of annoying. Do. Yeah, I wasn't even going to stream today, guys. I ended up sleeping. It was really the shittiest sleep ever. Come on, baby. You can get up there. There we go. Got a little bit of movement. Bet you'd really feel that in using a VR headset. Yeah, I'm just going to go nice and slow. We will pick up speed. Or not. We will now. I guess turning that wheel, it doesn't like it too much. So we got a half tank of gas. That might be the kind of the deciding factor there of why I had a rougher time taking off. I think it was this mission too. It might be because of the half tank of gas. I need to know where that hold short is, but yeah, you'll see how we start to pick up a little speed here, and it really does not want to bleed off quickly. Yeah, once you start rolling. And you can tip the thing. It's just ridiculous. All right, let's announce.
Charlie Yankee Victor Victor traffic. Cessna Charlie Foxtrot.
Yeah, that's a foggy day. I'm not too worried about the lack of visibility though. Shit, I forgot to check what direction we're leaving from here. Enter runway 05. Roger. Well, looks like I'm going right. Well, luckily I can't see around me, so I can't see what I'm going to crash into if I don't take off properly here. Should be okay. I have some good runs, sometimes some bad ones. And, you know, it's very, because it's a simulator, it's easy to drift off in this game. Where you kind of you literally are on autopilot. I would never be a pilot. I don't think I'd make for a good pilot. I'd be too nervous every time, man. I'd be just like, fuck. I mean, obviously you get used to it over time, but it's same with driving a car. But I just don't trust the technology 100%. You know, like there's airframe accidents where your wings rip off and shit, man, because you're too much stress, and it's like, uh-oh, that sucks. Got a bit of a wind, too, I'm noticing there on that windsock there to the right. I mean, it's not anything, it's steady enough, though. At least it's going to be tailwind. Downwind. Is that tailwind? I'm not exactly sure of the nomenclature there. Oh, I guess that tells you right there, 05. It tells you exactly the direction you're going. You're going like 5 degrees north of, 5 degrees east of north. Yeah, we got a tailwind. All right. All right. Well, there's the ground. Cuyahoga County, woohoo! Almost sounds like that's where we're leaving. We're not leaving Ohio, are we? That's Cuyahoga. They have that there as well. Anyways, we got to do a little bit of an approach here. I'm to 720, eh? That's whoa, that's a heavy bank, man. Heavy bank. Got to watch out for that. That's easy how you get into that death spiral. Well, over the water now. Can't see shit. Altitude's good. We're climbing. Hopefully we fly out of the weather eventually. Turning to the south. We are definitely in Ontario right now. So I believe this is, if I remember the map correctly, I think it was saying that it was just outside of Owen Sound, I believe. And then, like I said, we're going to follow the flight path and we'll go right over top of my my hometown. Oh, the music's on. I'm like, what is that sound? You know what, though, guys? I think that's got to go. I can't... not a big fan of the audio. Although it does make the beginning of the game really, really quiet. Ooh. Yeah, instrument flight rules, man. It's a different experience. I'm assuming we're going to break out of it eventually. We could also go around. We could climb a little higher. I'm not sure what the weather is above, like the cloud layers. You can find out. So yeah, the mission steps, the top right corner, that is what I got rid of, and I could not for the life of me find out how to get it back. All right, let's see. It's always the landing for me that gives me the most troubles. It's not so much the takeoff. That's why it was kind of weird the other day when I took off. Was that maybe I had a couple drinks in me? I think I did, and I was just like, oh, fuck that. Or did I? No, what it was yesterday, so I was kind of a little, not really hungover, but just kind of just relaxing, and I just fired up the game just to see if I could get the mission steps back. And so then I'm like, oh, let's see if I can do a little bit of a flight mission. And that's where I took off and right into the trees. I was like, oh, fuck. Yeah, I almost prefer to use kind of the older system here. You know, mainly because I can see it better, right? I mean, obviously in real life, while I was looking at this, I'd be able to see that a lot more clearer. Or, you know, using VR, I bet you that would seem like it was right in front of you. This cockpit would probably feel a little more claustrophobic than it does here. Again, you got to keep your eyeballs on that, on the altitude for sure, and the attitude. You know, it's very, very simple to just start all of a sudden drifting into a like a left-hand turn, which inherently the vehicle does because of the torque of the engine, apparently. Watch, we'll come out of the cloud layer just as we cross the Lake Erie. Might even see Port Stanley, man. It's one of my favorite places to hang out. It's where I will be all summer, that's for fucking sure. Well, maybe, unless I get another job, which I'm kind of actively looking for. I'm not 100% sure about the MOD. Yeah, this is going to be a bit of a flight. Well, you can toggle visibility, eh? That almost means it might be better. I mean, I can still obviously control the vehicle, so it's more of a kind of a kinesthetic thing. Not to mention being able to see that's pretty handy. Airspeed's looking good. Drifting a little off here. Getting a little bit of clear sky showing up here. Altitude is kind of holding steady. I mean, we've gained a little bit here, but not too much. We can certainly just reduce that a bit. I mean, would be one of those days where it'd be like, it's not a great day for flying. I mean, it's okay. I mean, it's better. See, this is where you can start to use some of the clouds as kind of landmarks, guys. So the ATC will actually ask you for that. But I'm assuming over this course of this 2-hour trip, there's got to be some breaks in the clouds. That somewhat tepid water turned out to be rather a little hotter than I thought. Again, airspeed's looking really good. There's the trim, pitch trim, but it's also on the yoke, which is kind of cool. I can put that there just because realistically that would be there. Maybe not so much because right now when I'm holding the controller, it kind of feels a little bit like flying a plane. Aha! Ah-ha-ha-ha! There we go. It is southwestern Ontario. Now, I'm not 100% sure if this is kind of, I don't think it's real-world weather data. I think it's rated to a certain level, whether it be 2 stars, because you can play this. You can play this in the middle of a blizzard or a rainstorm, and you're not going to get that rainstorm effect. See, right now, I mean, if we wanted to fly around the clouds, we certainly could. But, of course, we got to watch out for our fuel consumption and stuff here as well, right? So... Yeah, and 100 feet a minute. I remember when I first started playing, I'm like, oh, 100 feet a minute. It's a long time, guys. You know, when you're 2,000 feet up, you know, you got 20 minutes before you hit the ground. It doesn't seem like it though. It's 1,000 feet a minute that you'd have to probably be a little bit scared. Ah, beautiful. Now, I do believe that the weather conditions are the same. So this is kind of a real world weather conditions. Drifting a little. It's looking good. I don't really know much about this area here, so yeah, so we're flying to Cuyahoga County. That's definitely in, like I said, in Ohio. We're leaving like Grey Bruce County, which is a mixture. It's basically the peninsula. It's Owen Sound. I think that might actually be considered Grey County, Bruce being the peninsula and the little surrounding areas. But yeah, beautiful, beautiful neck of the woods. But I don't know much about it other than how to get there. Lots of farm fields, a lot of Amish or Mennonite. You know, you go out there, they've got like live auction houses and stuff like that, like every Sunday, and it's kind of, it's a totally different totally different world. All right, we can level off a little bit here. Just set the that to you know, it's different from the trigger. That's 0.04 degrees, whereas the trim says negative 2%. So I'm not sure if the degrees turn that 0.4 is actually 2%. That doesn't really make sense, does it? Maybe. What we might do is actually just fly to Lake Erie, so at least we've got something to look at. Well, it looks like that's the sun is going down. We are definitely in the afternoon, just based off of the shadows and our direction of travel. Yeah, a lot of farm fields you'll see down here. A lot of big farms too, not little rinky-dink ones that you find out on the outskirts of a city. These are the big industrial farms. They own probably, like, you know, massive amounts of hectares. I really wish there was like an autopilot for these smaller vehicles. It'd be nice to just get your hands off the yoke for a spell. I mean, you can, but you know, the faster the vehicle goes, the more chance you've got of it absolutely fucking up. But yeah, anytime, guys, anyone wants to fly around their hometown, just hook me up. We'll set a time of day. I know I was doing it the other day. I didn't expect to actually be able to play that long. My roommate was probably being a more tolerant than she'd normally be with me. So we're about double the height of those radio towers, eh? Those are it's pretty high. Pretty high shit there. Yeah, unfortunately, I'm not able to really kind of pick out the roadways here. But again, massive stretches of forest, even around there. Like when you're driving down there, it feels very, very large. You know what I mean? Primarily because most of the roads follow along the forest, but yeah, very cool. And as you go further north, of course, there's less and less farm fields. But amazingly, like when you are down on the Bruce Peninsula, it looks very much like this from the air. It's there is a lot of farm field, but I tell you, when you're on the ground, man, you feel like all it is forest. Yeah, as we get a little closer to where I live, I'll be able to pick out a lot more detail and landmarks and stuff. If I can even spot them, we should. I think we're going directly right over London, and then from that way, flying pretty much, like southwest? And that should take us right over kind of Port Stanley. Now, again, when you're doing your career, guys, you get more money the longer you actually play the simulator. I can hold down the trackpad right now and skip to descent. But that's always that can be really jarring sometimes because it will set you up for the run. You'll have the flaps, I think, maybe already set. Your speed alters, so it's you kind of gotta just get ready for it. Across a big river over here. I suspect that would not be the Thames. Yeah, I'd love to see this on a big, giant 4K monitor. Now, if I hit that, distance 2. Is it in the free cam? Weird. $298 kilometers. So we've covered 33. That's really not going to get us very close. I think basically across the lake is about the last 100-kilometer stretch. So yeah, we got a little ways to go. London's still 125 kilometers away, at least, if not 150. Yeah, but this, from the ground when you're traveling along the roadways, man, crossing the bridges, you're like, ooh, you can really feel kind of the environment change. I don't think many people really give a fuck about that now anymore. People that were welcoming into Canada. Hey, brother, yeah, if I was going to do that, I would have taken off in a fucking jet fighter. And we would have got to the East Coast. Then we switch it over to a cargo fucking plane. All of these vehicles, I have no idea how to fly. How you doing, brother? I would do that, though. I would do that. You know what? If you're around, I'll do that. I'll fly around your neck of the woods. It's probably a lot a lot more to look at than here. This is a lot of snow and trees. But the drugs need to get to Ohio. That's a lot of drugs. All right, they're computer components, guys. That's a hard drive there. That's a chassis. There's the hard drive. It is a beautiful day, though. As we go further south, I bet you we're going to start seeing less and less snow, because right now, speaking of English type stuff, yeah, the weather out there is pretty much English weather right now. This is the way it's been for the last eight years, and that's why when we had the big dumping of snow and the blizzards and stuff, the municipality just wasn't ready. You know, they've been siphoning away that money probably into their own fucking pockets. For the last 5 years, right? No, it's not snowing, it's always raining, we'll just need more fucking rubber boots and anything. We cut out a big budget for rubber boots. And now we get these snowstorms and holy shitballs. Now they don't know what to do. We ran out of salt. But anyways, it is now super duper warm weather. But not for long. I'm telling all the students that, I'm like, dudes, it's gonna get fucking cold. Once again. Oh, we got a little bit of air turbulence there. Did a little bit of a little drop out of the air there. Woo! That makes your stomach drop, eh? It'd be great with a VR helmet. You could probably actually feel it, but I was looking into those. They're quite expensive, a little more expensive than I can afford. Although I do know somebody who owns a pawn shop, so I've told him to keep his eye out for one. But it's still going to cost me a pretty penny. I mean, he's going to want to make his money too. So, and I don't know if it's really that much further north than where you're at, Dead Wolf. Like, honestly, if you think about it, what's the latitude you're at? Like, the reason why you guys are warmer is because it's you're surrounded by oceans. Like, so are we. I mean, but big lakes, but they're far away. They're fucking far away. I hate how they have dirt on the windows, man. It fucking bugs the shit out of me. It's like, I think there's something on my monitor, but it's like this shit. Jeez. Oh, you know what? I got a couple drinks in the fridge. I better not touch them. I was just thinking, I do not have any cigarettes, man. I think that would be a bad idea. The longer I play this, though, I know the more I think I'm gonna probably want to be crawling towards them. Although I do have training tomorrow at work, that's fun. Yeah, we're hitting pockets of less dense air here. Whoa, there we go. There's 1,000. Oh shit, we just really just dropped 2,000 feet a minute. We left that to its own designs. We would be hitting the ground. Boom. Well, that was a fast way to actually lose the altitude. Right on, brother. Yeah, I'm probably going to be. I don't know if I'm going to do even whatchamacallit, Skyrim. Well, look at that. We're going to go right down that roadway there. Whoop. Yeah, I'm pretty much committed to Microsoft Flight Sim. I would do other stuff, like there's Disco Elysium is really fucking cool, but I don't know how well that would go over in a stream. I mean, it's a really heavy text-driven adventure. It's got like 1 million lines of text or something like that, and like 59 different voice actors. And it's really, it's dark, man. The guy's talking about sucking on the end of a barrel and how he's gonna fucking blow his brains out all over the place. It's like, wow, cool. It is cool because it's very counterculture. I mean, just even the name Disco Elysium, if you stop to think about it for a sec, it's all about communism and socialists and capitalism. It's interesting. But I don't know if it's a little too cerebral for some of my audience. Like, I've seen my demographic, and I don't think it's in the in that age range, to be honest. I'd be surprised if anyone under, let's say, 40 would even get the game. No, brother, I haven't even looked at my phone, man. I don't really follow my phone that much, so I'll get to it when I do. But yeah, horse game, eh? There's only one horse game that I want, and it's the ultimate chicken horse game. That looks kind of fun. But other than that, I don't want to be like, Barbie's fucking horse equestrian events. So, anyone else having trouble with YouTube? It seems like there might be a little bit of a case of shenanigans going on with YouTube right now. Yeah, okay, I'll check her out. Now that you've got my interest piqued. Hopefully you're a war horse and you get to stomp people to death. It is a little windy out here, I'm not gonna lie. And I normally wouldn't be too bothered by it, except for the fact that I'm not exactly flying. I'm just not even a kilometer up. And, some of those pockets I've hit are just brutal. Just woo! Lose, 800 feet in a matter of like a minute. Yeah, again, nothing really to see here. You know what I'm saying? It is pretty boring. You know what? It's so boring, I might even check out what Deadwolf was talking about there. I've always got my phone close by when I'm on Twitch, because have you got hit by the guys that are trying to spam their art? I had the other guy the other day, he's like, get a life. I'm like, fuck off. So I've got a life, and I'm banning you from it. And it was like, even the guy, one of my subs was like, you've been warned, dude. Like, he told you fucking straight up, like, you're going to get fucking banned and reported. And the guy decides he wants to go on a script anyway. Hi, you sound great. But you don't have anything about you. You want to check my art out? It's like, no, not really. Oh, the horse thing. Oh, I don't know if it's going to work. It's YouTube. Shut the fuck up. Fucking whore. Legend of Killamori. I want the Crimson Desert. That's what I want. Unfortunately, I can't afford it at the moment, but I will look into it. All right. Horsies. Horsey. Whoop. Oh, yeah. Okay, I'm seeing a lot of horse here. Almost too much horse. I'll have to watch this a little more. Yeah, it's a very horse-driven game. Oh, and you go in blizzards too. But I mean, what's so different than that about, I don't know. Alright, so you gotta look after your horse? I don't know about that. I don't want a virtual pet. Fuck. We'll see. We'll see. I'll watch you play it. I know who would like it, though. From's would love that game. She uses Red Dead Redemption 2, and she uses mods where all it is just like a horse riding simulator. I'm still waiting for fucking Euro Truck Sim, man. I'm happy with this though. Don't get me wrong. I can't wait till VR2 hits, and I'll be happily be playing this like almost all the time. Crimson Desert though looks really, really good. Really good role-playing game. With I believe sci-fi elements to it eventually. So if you don't mind that that kind of switcheroony, I kind of get it. Some people are just like nah. I want to do the all fantasy. Like Horizon Zero Dawn, I really kind of liked, except for the fact that it felt like Far Cry. And then my game crashed or something like that, and I ended up losing all the info. And I was just like, yeah, I'm not playing that again. I was about halfway through the game, and it was okay, but it just wasn't enough to like really kind of propel me on and upwards. Like plus they had the moon in the wrong fucking position. It was like where the sun would set, the moon would come up. You'd be like, fucking what? What is this, like a cartoon? And this is only 1,000 years in the future. Like any event like that would alter the orbit of the moon would be absolutely catastrophic, and there'd be nothing left. Unless it's somewhere in the canon, and if that's the case, then it is, right? Oh, Death Road to Canada, man. Fuck, I love that. That game was fun. It was hard, though. So fucking hard. Yeah, the followers and stuff. That was hard to make, all those dudes, too. Yeah, if you're any good at it, you should play that. I'll watch that, too. Yeah, Subnautica though on the mobile device, boy, I couldn't even connect. So, and then the time I got home, you were gone. All right, distance 249. I'm gonna say we are about 100 clicks away from London, Ontario. I'm gonna be able to start spotting stuff here coming up. So what direction are we coming from? The north? Yeah. I should be able to start spotting different water bodies of water, like fish farms, creeks, rivers, little lakes. More importantly, what I'd need to do though, I need to get higher up here. So basically, what I'd have to do is go something like that, get into free cam. Now, if I was up about 10 Ks, that's feet. I guess 10K is the same thing. If I was up like 10,000, well, let's say I was up 3Ks, I would be able to pick out things much easier. Obviously, because it looks, you're more looking at it like a map now, right? See how everything's kind of just melting away? Oh shit, we're really close. Well, it seems like it from up here, right? Again, we are, I'm really high up here. That's got to be easily, what, getting into 5Ks up? All right, so hey, we're approaching it a little better than I expected. It looks like it's a hop, skip, and a jump when you're actually just up that high, but it is what it is. Airspeed indicator is looking good. The weather is going to change. Apparently, our landing airport is also in instrument flight rules, which means it's probably foggy there. Or there's something going on, some type of weather event. That's not always a good thing. I definitely would have to say I'm not used to landing in fog. Yeah, maybe I will do. I want to do the Wild Bastards too, but I really need to be into the mood for that. I need to really start to dissect that game. It's actually not bad. The more characters you open up and stuff. There's a couple of mechanics I'm not really sold on, such as the kind of the PAL and the the distrust system or the dislike. It's kind of weird. For some reason, it seems like your characters can arbitrarily just become like, I don't want to go down with you to the planet, and you're like, what? Now, apparently, baked beans can actually can solve that problem. Look at that. That would be a wild. I can't wait. You know, the one thing I like about this game so much, guys, is that I can play this again, do the exact same route in the spring, and it's going to look 100 times different. And then again in the summer, and then the fall. Yeah, I mean, Lake Huron is just right over there. And I say just, that's really relative. And yes, I do see this cloud cover here. The sun is lowering down in the sky. What did we say? Maybe about 2 in the afternoon. So we've still got a lot of daylight left. I'm not too worried about that. In fact, it might even be easier if you're landing in IFR rules, like IFR landing conditions. It might even be best for it to be foggy, because then you're going to be able to see the landing lights better on the runway, rather than just, you know, is that it there? As you're squinting, like, no thanks. Yeah, again, I don't think, man, I don't think I'd be a good pilot overall. I'd do it if I have to, and it's the reason why I actually, you'll see me playing these lower level vehicles, because there's more chance that I'm going to be in a Cessna than I am going to be in an A10, you know what I mean, or a 747. Like, I'm not living a fucking movie star life, man, where I'm like fucking, it's snakes on a plane, now I got to take control of the cockpit there, like yeah, no. Too many buttons. I mean, there's enough buttons here to last me for days. All right, altitude looks stable. I'll be right back. We'll let it just fly. I'm kind of checking out the cargo in the back. And I'm in a death spiral. Not quite, but that's how easy it happens. It happens easier actually in fog than anything. I've seen people do. I've done it myself where I'm in the fog, and if I don't have those numbers in the bottom right corner, it's, and if this is blacked out, because, like, let's face it, those are your main instruments. If that turns off, if there's an EMP or something like that, and that turns off, that's how you're flying. Those dials right there. Yeah, for sure, brother. Yeah, thanks for popping in. Yeah, I know. I realize it's also probably getting on in time for you there. And I am probably just going to do this one stream today, to be honest. Just I'm not feeling the best. I had zero sleep. I still got to finish a workout. I got training tomorrow, so that's I got to be up for 11 o'clock. Fun times. But anyways, yeah, thanks for... Oh, yeah, no, this it's always down, this shit. I'm good with this one, but you're right. Keep the blue side up. Yeah, I'm going to see if I can maximize the amount of money that I make here. Because the longer you fly... and do all the tricky stuff like the taxiing and the landing, and then taxiing to stop. All that stuff really kicks in. Same with the kind of landing pattern too. Makes a big difference. Did you guys see that? That was a big ass screen tear there. What the fuck was that? Now, anyone have any news on YouTube A? Is it up? Is it up and running? That's another thing I should probably throw on my Discord. Not only, you know, if you guys want to self-promote, that's wicked. But also, like games wish lists, you know, where we can just throw shit there. Hey, check this out. This looks really good. I think that'd be a good idea. Because that's what I'm all about, guys. Like, I love the different games. I don't really like getting stuck on any particular one game. I do go down rabbit holes though. Like 7 Days to Die is a big one for me. Microsoft Flight Sim's another. This is one that I would have had like day one if I was still running a PC. You know, I've never had the enough of disposable income though where I could go out and buy a yoke though. I mean, that would be totally different. I mean, that'd be kind of a really cool experience. And with VR, fuck man, you might as well just be flying the plane. The only thing there, you just need kind of the box. Kind of what Half-Ass Gaming does. He builds those little simulator boxes. Or has one at least. I'm not sure if he builds them for clients, but I think it's HA Gaming. I think that's his channel name. You can't type in half-ass or it just doesn't pop up. It'll be like, no, you can't do that. You can't say ass. But, you know. Ugh. Yeah, the thing about Disco Elysium, like I said, it's hardcore. They're calling people faggots there and stuff. They're bleeping it out, but you know exactly what they're saying. And a fagirio. Like, now they're just doing it in a different language and not beeping it out. So... and it's fine because it fits the character who's saying it, and you're just kind of like, holy. So I don't know how well it would kind of go over on the community. Now there's people that play it. Again, it's story driven though. That I think is probably the biggest. You know, they cover things such as child abuse, amnesia. Loathing. It's really strange. It's such a strange game. And what makes it different and stand apart from any adventure game, it's not just only point and click, essentially, which every adventure game is, but you can level your guy up, and it has to be done kind of through 4 different attributes, and each attribute has their own things, such as logic or intellect. It has a whole bunch of subcategories, such as, you know, deduction and stuff like that. I can't really remember any of the names right off the bat, but yeah, you can level them up, and it will actually influence the options you get later on, either through conversation trees or things that you're observing. And you have ideological thoughts too that you can actually forget. The thing is, once you learn them, you can forget them. You push them out of your brain forever, and you never learn them again. You can't reactivate them, which is unfortunate. So that to me is almost like I don't understand why I should be changing any of them up, especially if I'm building my character around them. So now some people and characters require that you learn about it too. So that might be a feature. You have to kind of align with their ideals before they'll actually deal with you. So it's deep, but I like reading it. Now the Final Cut actually has the voiceovers. I don't know, man. The guy reads too slow. It's not the narrator that I had in my head from the get-go. It's some gravelly fucking vocal fry black guy. He's like, "Rah, rah, rah." Sounds like who's the dude? Yeah, no, it might even be the guy from Cloudpunk. Now that I think about it, I should probably look that up. Actually, his name is well known. If you look up the narrator of Disco Elysium, it pops Uploman something. Yeah, Legend of Killamori. Hey, yeah, I'll definitely check that out. I'll keep an eye on it. I don't know if, like I said, I'd really want to have the horse incorporated, but maybe. I mean, it's no different than Black Flag, where you've got the kind of your boat. Oh, hi guys, I'm back. I'm not sure what all this stuff is here. Characters quantity, I'm not sure. I suppose, can we check it out? I suppose we can. Character quantity, adjust the quantity for secondary characters. Not sure. Oh, you know what I really want? I want that one, the dude off. The co-pilot. Where would that be? Ooh, zoom speed, eh? Oh shit. Well, maybe not. Let's go 75 for 76. And external free look speed. I wouldn't mind upping that. And definitely changing that as well. Closer to 75, I think. It just moves so sluggishly. Landmark markers. Let me try that for a quick second. Cockpit camera. I want to turn Buddy off. Third person. All right. Let's save and back. All right. Let's go into free cam. Oh, did I just really slowed it down. Yeah, I don't know. That doesn't really seem to do much. Um, I don't see anything popping up here. Maybe we're not close enough. We'll just keep on flying here. See what it's like. Yeah, I don't know about that momentum. I'll change that back later or something. But there's another category where like if I was flying here, there would be a guy sitting right here. Um, it's just highly annoying. Although I guess that's only with the trainer. I think you can maybe turn the trainer off. I'm not sure. need to get on track. Maybe there's just no POIs out here, I suppose. So the voice actor is Mike Burlack for Ben. So the other guy, yeah, it's like I said, it's a little too deep for me, and it says that's one of the reasons why he sucks you in. It's Lenville Brown. His deep voice adds a unique and engaging amount. No, it's slow. It's too slow, and it kills the pace. It's just like, come on, hurry up. Can't. I just don't have time to listen to it. Like if you could speed it up by another maybe times 0.5, like 1.5, it'd be a perfect speed. But that's probably my biggest critique. But that's the biggest one because it's always there. It's the narrator, right? So, all right, we need to pull up a little bit here. Zoom. We're getting a little close to the ground. That looks like possibly could be Richmond Street that goes right into kind of London. This is where I start to kind of recognize things. That might even be Exeter. It's hard, though, to see without looking at some of the actual buildings. And I really wish it would show it on the map. Like, if you were to actually just zoom out and back, like, it would be so nice if it would just show you. Kind of like the road map, you know? Now, again, I'm pretty sure if I follow that, no, we're already east of London, I think. Well, maybe not. No. We haven't flown over it yet. All right, so that would put us. See, I wish it would kind of zoom back and slower. Like that sudden popping in there with kind of facing that direction. I don't know. It and then spinning it around again. It kind of disorientates you. But yeah, it looks like we're going to be flying right over London. So that means, yeah, that might be Exeter and stuff like that. Little small towns north of London. So yeah, I was kind of right with that. It's probably Richmond right there, which is also Highway 6, I think. Or you can get to Highway 6 from there. And that might be Clark Road. So if that's Clark Road, that is not Richmond. That is Southern. And Richmond would be over here somewhere. But I don't know, man. I'm not a cartographer here. I'm going to gain a little height. Yeah, that or Highbury even. Highbury at what is that? Fucking oh shit. Is it Fanshawe? It might be Fanshawe. I'm not sure. No, it can't be. It's too far. I don't know. I have no clue. It looks familiar though. You know what I mean? And as we get closer and closer, I'll be like, there we go. There we go. But again, it's always different, man, when you're up in the sky. Like, huge difference. And then we'll see if we can get over Port Stanley there. That might be even Coldstream right there. That's very cool. That's where if you see me doing any of my fire videos, that's where I'm at. Is out here. But again, I'm not 100% sure. And of course, we get a little bit of fog just when I can start talking about everything. I suppose, you know what? I suppose I could go down. We can definitely go down below the fog, which is in fact cloud cover. Let's get a little more visibility. Lower we go. Cloud scudding. Or cloud skimming, one of the two. Oh, it's looking like it might be a little foggy all the way to the ground. This is nice and gentle. We'll lose just a little bit more altitude. I mean, this is the best part of actually flying, is being able to just fly close to the ground, kind of see everything whizzing by, right? It's not necessarily, flying across the oceans. I mean, I guess if you're actually training to do that, have at it. Yeah, the cloud is pretty much to ground by the looks of it. And again, the more we get closer to the ground, the easier it is to deviate, from our flight path. It's kind of cool. Probably getting a little bit of height here, knowing that we're going to be approaching London. Yeah, that could be the Arva flour mill. We're starting to get into London territory here. And it's grown like exponentially, man. It's just absolutely crazy how fast it's grown. Like quite literally, they're going right up to the border. And I mean, there's still room for more growth, but by the time they open up the other avenues and they they appropriate that land over there, it's they're already starting to consider building on it, so lots of stuff here. This is kind of I think West 5. I think this is West 5. Yeah, River Bend. Yeah, I'm over there. Yeah, ironically, we're flying over the Superstore. Is that? God, I tell you, man, it is really kind of hard to spot stuff here. when you're in the air. I'm pretty sure that's kind of what we just flew over, though. Okay, I gotta figure out where the fuck we are. Seeing a school definitely helps. So this is from the north. So let's spin it around. It's too bad for the cloud cover and stuff. And it's so washed out. Yeah, like there's Fanshawe Lake. So, okay, coming down here. Aha. All right, so this would be... That's the railroad tracks. That is Hyde Park Road. Yeah, that's Masonville Mall that we just flew over. That all those big buildings. Yeah, okay. All right, I kind of got an idea of where I'm at. Yeah, okay. Those are, I'm pretty sure, railroad tracks. That is, I think it's called Gainsborough. Gainsborough at Hyde Park. And then over here you got Oak Ridge. Here's the Superstore coming up here. Yeah, okay. So I'm getting my bearings now. Big, it's called the Sifton Bog right there. That one forested area. You can kind of sort of hike through it. Not so much here. This is more protected, but you can get there. There's boardwalks and stuff. But going through that section here that we're just about to fly over, you can walk that. You can basically walk from there over to there through the southern part here. Yeah, it's cool. It's cool. All right, I'm living right over around there. That's my local grocery store right there where the prop is. And the liquor store in the corner. Very, very important. But other than that, everything else is just garbage now, man. The whole atmosphere of this place has changed. It's just a sudden influx of people from Toronto that couldn't afford to pay the prices or were sold out on their grandma's homes and decided, hey, let's live somewhere else, bank it, and then we'll have some extra money in the bank, and we can do whatever we want. It's great, awesome idea, but it's pushed a lot of people into here. All right, this is the Byron Ski Hills. Looking a little dismal right now. And onwards, my friends, we are going to head now to I think we're going to go to Port Stanley. But as you can see, everything's starting to melt. It's definitely not looking as white as it was when we first took off here on this flight. So that is my dichotomy when it comes to Disco Elysium. I don't think I really want to kind of do the voiceover for the narrator, nor do I really want to wait for him to finish talking, because it's just I can just imagine myself right now. I'll be fucking spitting blood, but well, it's just from biting my tongue. Just like, come on. And I'm certainly not going to narrate it myself, because it's a million lines of dialogue. All right, we got a nice altitude here. I'm starting to see a little bit of blue ahead of us on the ground. That would be the lake coming up here. I'm going to turn that off. And I think I might go back to camera and set that to default. Reset to default. Yes. Continue. What's this? Smart camera? I want to be smart. Yeah, that sun's coming down. By the time we're landing, yeah, we should probably be having our thingamajig down. Just say no to glare. Now, again, kind of like there's the 401. That goes all the way to Toronto. Over here should be the 402, or maybe that's the 402. 401's over here. It goes in that order. It could have also flown over top of it already. I don't think so, though. We would have probably noticed. But the 402 goes to Sarnia. The 401 goes to Detroit and Windsor. Yeah, that might have been the 401. And that is pretty much how the outside looks right now. It is definitely seeing the ground through the snow again. My roommate, she's like swearing someone stole her shovel. I'm like, it's probably under the snow. It probably fucking blew over or fell down, and it's buried under a meter of snow. And she even went so far as to put out an email. Where's my fucking shovel? Not so bad, but she was definitely asking about it. If anyone else has lost it, because she was thinking it was the landscaping crew. I'm like, I don't know about that. At least why would they get a little tiny shovel when they've got their own big ones? You know what I mean? So yeah, that be Lake Erie, my friends. Ooh, what's this? Ah, garbage dump. Yeah. This is Southwold. Right here is the Indian Reserve. Pretty much this patch of land here. That is the Indian Reserve right there. Might extend even over to here. It looks like it does with the track and stuff. That would make sense. Yeah. So, anyways, that's the garbage dump. That's cool. That's cool that it shows that shit, man. Like, I could literally fly my way from here. Watch. You know what? Let's do it. I'm gonna fly as if I were driving. Port Stanley. That's got to be the 401. All right, it's getting a little sketch here. Either hang it right there, like, I mean, it's so different when you're in a plane. So it's like, it might actually be further down here. It might be where this cluster of trees are. It's something like over here. And then straight down there, and I mean, that's literally kind of where we need to be. It looks familiar. What we're looking for is essentially a small little town. This has got to be it here. Sparta, not Sparta. Shedden. And then you essentially hang a left, and then I think I'm just going to turn south here. Let's just follow the coast, just so we don't miss it. But I'm pretty sure that's where we got to go. There's orchards and stuff all down here. But it wraps around a bit, so that's why I don't want to miss it. I think it might even be over here somewhere. But beautiful drive, man. It is. It's awesome. And the time of year, like right now, with the way the sun looks, it's you can feel the kind of the summer coming. I like my snow, though. There's nothing wrong with it. Yeah, we'll get there eventually. I might even fly the rest of the way. I might do the whole trip here. I mean, shit, we're almost there. I got to be careful, though. I shouldn't be doing this. I mean, this is gas, right? Yeah, I'm just going to fly up the coast here and take a look. This is looking like it, though. There's not a lot of buildings in this area, this neck of the woods. There's a golf course. What would that be? Huh, news to me. Now, again, if you want all this telemetry, there's a data pad that you open up and you can kind of explore. It's a real pain in the ass, though, I tell you, when you're playing it on console. It's not easy because you've got to open it up. You've got to open up a separate cursor. You've got to fly the plane. Again, I guess the lesson to be learned is don't be fucking around, in the air if you can avoid it. You want to do all this pre-planning stuff way ahead of the game. Yeah, that's it. There's the orchards right there. And it circles around and goes right into Port Stanley. Now, the secret beach is actually, here's the main beach right here. This is Little Beach. But there's actually a beach over here too. And it's called Erie Rest. It's awesome. It's not quite there. Where the hell is it? Boop, boop, boop. I grab right here. And this is all public beach, but very, very few people know of it. I don't know why it's... Yeah. There's the parking lot there. There's the entryway, and that is all public. And there's there's a hill up here. All these houses. I dated a girl that actually had a house up here. And still does. It just didn't really connect with me and her. She was well off though. She let me drive her, was it Porsche or Mercedes? All right, anyways, let's get back. Yeah, that's Port Stanley in a nutshell. And if you know ways out of this town, there's a couple ways. I mean, it's kind of the best way to actually experience this. My friend's telling me that there's only a few ways out. And I'm like, no, there's actually there's a few. You can go left here. You can go right down there, right up there. This is the route I normally take. Sorry, guys, I just kind of go down this little rabbit hole here, though. It's just right down here, whoop, and then around the corner, then down there, and I kind of zig and zag all the way to town. Just 'cause I like the more open element. Now, instead of just meeting up at that line, I'm just gonna kind of turn towards the flight path, and we'll intersect with it. Booming place, though, man. Once upon a time, you would have been able to buy a house here for dirt cheap, but it's growing exponentially. I'm sure there's land for sale now, for sure. Alright, I don't want to get lulled into a, dropping altitude here by just kind of looking at the nice calm sea. That's never a good thing. We've got an alert here for some reason. Why is that? Oh, fuck. Never mind. It's, I know what it is. It's fuel warning. Yeah, the wind over the lake is definitely a little different. Boy, I tell you, when it's smooth as glass, eh? Holy, why am I climbing so high here? What is going on? It's just a quick flight over the lake, and we are coming in for a landing. We better get more on target here. We want to come in at the proper flight with the proper flight plan that we already have. Yeah, I mean the average depth of this lake is only like 60 feet. I mean only is a lot, but. Lots of fluctuations here. There we go. Finally, a little bit of stability. Sort of. Jeez. I guess it's just the turbulence. It's got to be probably updrafts from the water and stuff. All right, there's our flight path. I see it now. It's a little to the right. We'll just make sure that we have a 5-degree turn, or like maybe 2.5 degree. 19% fuel. Checks out. We're going to be landing with basically nothing, which is good, because I mean, if you crash, that's less to burn you alive with. All right, well, it looks like good landing conditions. Angle of attack. I don't think I've seen that before, that AOA. What is that? I know what it is, but why 2 degrees? Huh. There's a certain angle of attack. It's a critical, like if you hit it, it's like 16 degrees. You're like fucking fucked. You'll always lose altitude, and this is where you get into your I think your stunt maneuvers, where you do the fucking super awesome moon maneuvers that I would never even think about, and obviously know very little about. All right, come on, where is this? Something about flying over the lake here doesn't make me very comfortable. Might as well be crashing in outer space, man. Ah, there's a flight path. Good, good, good. Meeting up with it, not a problem. Like I said, fuel's no concern right now. We don't have much to go. 100 Ks. Yeah, I'm gonna get big money if I can land the plane properly. I'll get it rewards you. It rewards you, but if you crash the plane, you end up getting a kind of a big hit with your reputation. Shouldn't be too bad. Yeah, I tell you, when it's just water below you, it's easy to get lulled into kind of like you're not really sure how high up you are. Man, how long's the stream here? About an hour and 50? Holy shit. I feel like I've been playing this for like a long time right now. And it did say it was going to be a 2-hour flight, so it's pretty much bang on. We should probably, I think I'm going to start descending here a little here. I don't want to do any last minute sudden dives here on the airport. Yeah, that overlay would be handy, eh, in real life? Well, that's pretty cool. Yeah, no, my roomie, her ex-boyfriend and her used to sail this and go across, and I'm like, fuck, that's fucking cool. I can't say I've done that before. I should have, though, man. You know, it all comes down to money and distractions. Well, looks like we've got ourselves, more land coming up here. Unless that's a reflection of the clouds off the water. shadows. Kawahuga. It's something like that. It's got a little Cuyahoga. I think that's what it is. It doesn't look like it's spelled, but it's how it's pronounced. Cuyahoga. I don't know. I've been through there though. Beautiful, beautiful state. It really is. Ohio is so clean, but so fucked up too. Like, if you ever look at what happens in Columbus, Ohio, you'll be like, what the fuck? Nice view. It's not a bad little plane here. Alright, we're going along at a pretty good rate here. Kind of picked up the airspeed a little. Yeah, I'm pretty sure Cuyahoga is just like right on the coast, so we are literally just going to be flying over the water and then kind of landing. So it's quite a flight. It's quite a flight over the water. Like I said, I mean, imagine being on a boat. Yep, pretty much right on target. Now, this is where it all comes down to whether or not I can, I'll get the big bucks. Put the flaps down, level the trim off, get her speed down to about 80 and just kind of kill the throttle and kind of come in. Now, that's the way I land. I'm sure there's better ways. I've always just been taught, kill the throttle as you come in, and it you kind of just glide in, bam, just land. Now with jet engines, I'm sure it's a totally different experience. I'm sure you're not just dropping out of the sky with those. And hence probably why you have like reverse thrusters and stuff like that. But again, nothing I really want to, I'm overly interested in, man. I just want to get a VR headset and just kind of nerd out like I am here. %15 fuel. You know, you start to get a little bit worried after a bit. You're just like, when is that light going to always just keep flashing? Imagine being on autopilot, you fell asleep and you wake up and it's like flashing red and you're like, oh fuck. You've been like cruising around for like 10 hours. Yeah, I don't think I'll upload this to YouTube. And there's nothing really super exciting here for anyone to see. I mean, anyone who wants to see this, I mean, you can certainly, I'm sure you can find, well, maybe for the commentary, I don't know. But I don't think so. I don't think it's my charming personality. It's not like it's getting promoted, though. The click-through rates are too low. But again, I'm not going to worry myself about that, you know. I think that's where it becomes almost addictive and stuff, man. It's just not really what I want to do. It's kind of like being attached to your phone, where you're always checking and you're getting those little dopamine hits. And I don't know, man. I'd rather get that from nature and fucking just being out in the open. I would do this though. I'd do it totally for a job, but I don't know, man. I don't think I'm going to be cut out for it, so I'm just going to have to just kind of make do with what it is. Right on target. Yeah, that is all reflection from clouds and stuff. Holy. And you can tell we're getting a little lower. Can't see any detail yet, but it's still like a glassy surface. Nice leveled height. Nice flight. Beautiful weather. Looks like it gets a little foggy there closer to the shoreline. Kind of a drag. Luckily, we're coming in for a landing. We're not going to be flying through it for long, but again, I'm not experienced, man, with when it comes to IFR stuff. I mean, this is a long time to be flying around to fuck your game up. Should probably start to see boats pretty soon. I mean, if it gets really hard, we'll just turn on the, the guide. But it does. It gets boring. I mean, this is what would probably kill it for me. If I ever were to, I'd do a fly for a while, and I'd be like, yeah, I don't know. It would have to be over land. The water is just so fucking boring. It's a lot of water, though. I mean, we're zipping along at a pretty good rate here. So we'll be landing in like 20 minutes tops. Because I did have a lot of breaks. Yeah, like I don't even know how to turn on the second monitor. I know how to power it. It's right there. But I don't want to flick it off right now. I guess it says right there, maybe? G1000 NXI. I guess this is why you get paid the big bucks, eh? You'd have to be. This is definitely not a job for me. This is not a job for me at all. I'd rather be like a steward in the back, man, fucking giving people their drinks and shit. I would need that kind of like talking, and this here, man, would just be like, you've got to be like almost like a psychopath to fucking want to do this. I'm sorry, any pilots listening, but God. I guess half of it's autopilot, isn't it? And then it's really is just you hold to skip to descent. That's, depending on your employer. I mean, they may allow you to fucking sleep. Trying to catch up on the sumo too. I missed the last 5 tournaments. Turned out it was really good. Man, everyone was fighting each other. I'm like, fuck. Figures the time I don't watch it. I was just busy with work and stuff. Shit. And I stopped catching the bus. I was getting Roger, my coworker, to give me a lift, and boom, here I am, missing out. So I'm trying to catch it on Twitch. Ooh, we got land. We got America. I guess that's the one saving grace, eh? Is when it's like you see it, you're like, oh, it's funny. It's very primal. I'm surprised we didn't have to switch over the channels. Well, definitely a nice day for a flight and a landing. Oh. I don't know what that means. But it seems like those purple lines are aligning with my flight path. And the more I deviate, it kind of lets you know what direction you have to go, I think. Electronically. So, instead of looking at that thing in the top left corner, I can see right now on those purple lines means that I'm like right on the flight path. I'm just not sure exactly how to read it, but that's because I noticed before it goes jaggedy sometimes and on an angle, like, and it's based off of kind of what direction it is. Just going to get a little bit of height here. Yeah, I mean, you know how long it takes to drive around? What we've just done there would have taken you a long time to do. Let's see, 1, 2.5, probably about 5 hours to drive around. So you can kind of see the benefit of flying over, eh? And that's not, really including the border stop. If there's any traffic there, I mean. Yeah, it's like quite literally right on the coast. Right on the shoreline. Coming in for landing. I've nailed the landing. This is a good flight so far. I mean, there's nothing really that's gone wrong here. But again, all it takes is that one time. That's what makes this so realistic, and why it's so important to just keep training. So I would love to. I wish I had the yoke and rudders and stuff, and that would be like, that would really kind of get you used to it even more so. I'm not saying that you'd be able to I wouldn't recommend you jump into a plane and just fly it without getting in the proper instruction, but if you had to, in the event of some fucking zombie apocalypse, you know what I mean? Who's the pilot? I am. Let's go. You're now the most important fucking person on the fucking team. Driving a boat, you can maybe get away with it depending on the size of it. Unless, of course, you're like a fisherman or something, so. I have to get back to the working out, though, yes. I'm going to land the plane. And like I said, if there's any subscribers still hanging around, I would definitely say, hey, let's let's fly around your town and kind of get a different view of a different perspective. I think Dead Wolf's neck of the woods would be fun to explore. Eastern England, Northern England. Or maybe it's more central north. York. Isn't that like the oldest Viking settlement or something like that? It's been a while. And again, we're going to get buffeted by the ground effect when we kind of hit the shoreline there. It's going to be like boom, 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 boom. 10% fuel, eh? We don't really have a lot of room for error here. I mean, we don't want too many fly-arounds. We hope that our first landing is going to be the only one. Now, I find the tail wheel assembly, those planes, boy, those fucking land in a weird way. Like, please, just give me this. You know? That is just, the way it lands, that weird rear tail. You have this big-ass propensity to bounce. Looks like we've got something industrial down there, maybe cranes. I'm not sure. I'm not about to go sightseeing right now, not with 9% fuel. I mean, we've used 40% for the whole trip, so the other 10% should be, you know what I mean? Should be more than enough. But it's gonna be down to about 5%, I bet, if not 4%. See, I mean, this is the good thing, like the fuel gauge. I mean, you got to know where the fuel gauge is, how to read it. Like fuel systems all down here. Fuel gauge is, of course, on the digital readout. But where's the analog? Like, this is where you start her up, the fuel pump and shit. There it is. Oh, they're Patohi. Oh, really? Oh, neat. Is that to, like, kind of stop it from freezing up? All right, we are getting ready for landing. And look at further south, it's even less snow. Across the lake. It is. It makes a little bit of a difference. I mean, you start going down there and you start seeing all the foliage changes, man. It's just kind of like weird. It's like totally different types of trees. But also very similar ones, too. You know what I mean? But you can certainly see the difference. flight 24, so we're going to be landing into the... No. We're going to be landing away from the sun? I don't know, we'll see. Again, like, this is where I'm just starting to learn some of the lingo. I'm no longer really focusing on the flight. It's more everything else now. The landing and stuff is becoming a little more natural. And I mean, crashing, who cares? I mean, we'll have another attempt at it. It doesn't matter. It's so what? It's your reputation. Reputation can be earned really, really quickly in this game, and it doesn't really affect much. It gives you a little bit of a monetary bonus, but not enough to really make a difference. Your vehicle, if it breaks, who cares? It's not, as long as it's not your own company. Although insurance covers all that stuff. I think we are actually going into the sun. I want to keep those down just in case. It's the last thing I really want. Probably start lowering the aircraft speed here a bit. %8 fuel.
Bravo, Bravo, Quebec, wind calm, clear to land runway 24.
Clear to land runway 24. Cessna Bravo, Bravo, Quebec.
BB barbecue? Uh-oh. Fuck me. What the fuck? My call sign's barbecue? Cool. You know, I've always liked that, but it's just so fast, just coming into like a different country, and you're just there. I mean, Europeans are of course used to this all the time, right? But all right, then we're going to be flying right across the center of the runway. Now, I'm not sure, is that a 100% thing that you do? That seems really dangerous to me. But I don't know. But it's a good way to get your eyes on the runway. And you can see the runway right here. So yeah, we are going to go across it, and we are going to be landing into the sun. So when they say 24, you're facing 24. It makes sense. Wow, 7% fuel, man. That's not good. That is not good. Now I can see why they say that you've got to absolutely kind of keep in mind how much fuel you have, because you can be sitting on a runway sometimes for an extended period of time. And you can run out of gas, especially if you're doing this fly around here and stuff, right? So now you can cut it off short. I wouldn't do that in real life. You're going to want to do this fly around here. Just because it sets you up, it allows you to see everything that's going on, right? You want to be taking good looks at what's around you. Again, I'm no expert, guys. I'm just playing a fucking flight sim. But you know, if you're gonna role play it out, let's do her. All right, altitude's leveled out to about 1800, man. That's good. A little more trim there. Now, I'm pretty sure this is where you need to start applying the rudder. Level out, and then just kind of release the rudder just a tad. I'm going to grab a little bit more engine speed here. Again, we're going to do kind of the same thing. That's probably about the hardest maneuver there that you're going to be coming across here. Okay, we're going to reduce the trim, level out the trim, because we are coming in for a landing. %6 fuel. Yeah, I said what, about 4% I think we're going to be landing with. So I'm going to slow it down a tad here. Yeah, with the rudder, this would be so like pedals. It would be so much easier. Like that's actually fairly tricky to do what I just did there. Like it does not feel natural.
Cessna Bravo Bravo Quebec, exit runway when able.
All right. Okay. A little uneven, I suppose, but you know, one thing I miss about this is I really wish they would have a kind of a replay feature. That would be really good. Yeah, I feel okay about that. I'm getting it. It's more smooth now, and you can kind of feel the wheels, the way they land. It's not like the tail section, right? The tail wheel. That's a little different. I also kind of throttled down on my way in, which was kind of weird. I never normally do that. I normally turn the throttle all the way off, but it seemed to work.
Quebec, contact ground on 118.5.
118.5. Cessna Bravo Bravo Quebec.
This sucker does not want to go. It must be a little hill here. Like, this is where you don't want to fuck up, you know what I mean?
County ground. Cessna Charlie Foxtrot Bravo Bravo Quebec. Request taxi to parking.
Cessna Charlie Foxtrot Bravo Bravo Quebec. Taxi to General Aviation parking using taxiway Bravo.
Taxiing to General Aviation, parking using taxiway Bravo. Cessna Bravo Bravo Quebec.
Like, this is all kind of weird, man. It takes a long time to get used to it. Between feathering the throttle and using the brake, man, and then still keeping that forward momentum while not crashing into anything is kind of a bit of a challenge. I wouldn't mind getting a little lower here. Oh, shit. Now it jumps me up super high, does it? Oh, well, I'll take it. It's not the best for turning corners, but for seeing what's ahead of me. And the braking is another thing. It takes some getting used to. Okay, well, there we go, man. That was a really successful landing, man, and flight. The whole flight, everything was great. And 6% fuel left. R1 and square. Okay, nice. Yeah, that's always gets you kind of going right at the end there. Cargo transport mission passed. It should be an S. Ensure cargo integrity. Really? That's an S. Yeah, but why? What happened with the cargo? What the hell? I guess it was a little bumpy on the landing, I suppose. Oh, you know what it was? It was a couple of the air turbulence, but I thought it said that is actually factored in. They're okay with that, but I don't know. What's the cash? Oh, that's a nice bonus. No skip bonus. Now the same should go for our reputation here. We should get a pretty big reputation increase. There we go. Oh, so that's all it takes. Hey, you just got to play a big, giant one. This is going to open up special missions for me here. I get a plus 5% bonus for each mission. And a reputation discount. Oh, for insurance. Oh, nice. Oh, big XP gain there. That's nice. I like it. I like the leveling up here. Now, we have got something new that just opened up. What could it be? What could it be now? Your level allows you to access a new difficulty level for all job types. So, level 5. God, no. Special missions opportunities. Congratulations, your reputation precedes you. Some contractors will now rely on skilled individuals like you. Keep an eye on the world map for new opportunities. Special mission icons will sometimes show up when the contractors have new missions for you. See, I want to keep flying this way. I want to kind of open up more of like Canada. I don't really give a shit about the States. Yeah, like Fargo, eh? I mean, that's like pretty much just south of Winnipeg. No, maybe not. No. Yeah, see, we need to get over to like Winnipeg and stuff like that. I want to open up all of Canada. Eventually, I can do it. It's just, I think I'm waiting kind of for the seasons to change, and there should be a couple to open up Vancouver, but. Anyways, all right, guys, I'm gonna leave that there. I gotta eat. I'm kind of hungry, but boy, did I ever really jump up there. Let's see if there's just another mission here that I can see that has a star. So that goes up to level 5 now, eh? So is that extra missions that appear on the map, or is that missions that I can kind of set up to be level 5 difficulty? I don't know. There's a lot to do though. There really is, and I mean lots of places to see, and it's kind of a really it's one of my favorite games, one of my favorite game series. Anyways, guys, I'm Shattered Civ. Thanks for joining me, and I will see you guys on the flip side. Take care. Good night, and have a great rest of the week. See you later.